Good morning, Heart. I'm here with Zachary Westbrook. He is an aspiring music producer here at Heart, and I want to interview him and ask him a few questions, maybe get to know him better. So, Zach, what got you into music production?
So for a while now, I've been really interested in just understanding how music has gone from like instruments onto like platforms and like how people were able to like listen to it whenever they wanted. And back in March last year, when coronavirus started and quarantine all happened, I was really bored, and so I just started watching the masterclass online for beat making and music producing, and I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. And so I started off on my like little what's it called, laptop, and I was just messing around with it. And then after like about a month and a half of just fiddling around with like knobs and like switches, I was able to create a song. And I feel like now it's gone to like a level where I'm like, oh, I can do this now, and like I can just do all this kind of stuff, and I understand where that kind of like what that process is of how they get from instruments onto a platform and how people are able to listen to it. It's really cool.
That's awesome that you were able to use the time during quarantine to get into such an awesome hobby. Why do you make music?
For me, at least, I really enjoy just the feeling of having an idea and then be able to communicate it onto something. First, it was just like a fun kind of side hobby, and then I got more into it, and I kept releasing more songs, and it's gone into like it's cliche to say, but like it's gotten into like a passion for me to do now. Like I can't stop myself from like doing new things and like doing new projects. I just really enjoy the process of doing it.
How do you make your music?
I usually like just start off sitting around, and then like an idea pops into my head, like a certain chord progression or like a certain sound that I want to like try to recreate. And I will sit around in this chair for around around 5 to 6 hours, just messing around until I figured out that sound or like that something that fit well with it. And then I would put into my software, and I would just stay up all night basically and just mess around with it until I figured out, oh, this is like the spark for the song that I can use to build the rest of the song off of. And so usually I would just go from the spark and I'll just build the rest of the song out. And once I've finished it, I would be like, okay, is this ready to like be released? And then I would show it to a couple of my friends, and then if they're like, oh yeah, that sounds really cool, I'd be like, okay, cool. And so then I would send it out to my artist pages on Spotify, Apple Music, and YouTube, and that kind of stuff.
How would you describe your music? Like, you have any particular style or genre you like to create?
um I do not say I'm stuck or fit into a genre, because I'm a little bit of indie, a little bit of like experimental. Google put me as new age instrumental, so that's something.
Have you released any music yet?
Yes, I've released 3 songs. One of them is an instrumental song. Another one is a rap hip hop, and then the last one is a lyrical, nostalgic style slow song.
So, do you have any upcoming projects in the works?
Yeah, I'm releasing a new song later this month that I'm really excited for and I'm really proud of. And then I'm hoping to release a new album, or my debut album, later this year, or at somewhere between the beginning and midway through next year.
Zach, where can we find your music so we can all go listen to it?
You can find it on all major platforms, including Spotify, Apple Music, iTunes, YouTube, Pandora. My name is Zachary Westbrook. Just type in my name and you'll be able to find some of my songs.
Well, there you have it. Zachary Westbrook streaming on all major platforms. I'm Aratos reporting for Heart TV. Back to you in the studio.